Everyone, welcome to this video series of Java 8 features. This is second video of this series, and in this series we will basically discuss the Java 8 features, and particularly in this video we will discuss the streams APIs, right? First part we have discussed the overall Java 8 features and lambda expression. In this we will see the streams API. This is really important feature of Java 8. Most of the time in interviews or in general, if you want to utilize it in your best coding practices, you must know stream APIs, right? So first, summary things you can go through with the document, right? Now, you need to understand basically it is not a data structure actually. It is used to process the elements, basically the collections, right? There are different parts of it. So pipeline of operations, so there are like source, intermediate operation and terminal operation. Very important concept of the stream APIs, these three parts, right? We will see how we can create the source, what are the intermediate operations, what are the terminal operations, right, in detail. So a short example to explain you what it is actually. So we are creating here, you can say that, a list of names, right? Then basically we are applying stream method here in this way on the list, right? So this provides you the source, and then again we are using dot operation, applying another method called as filter and passing a lambda expression which basically checks if the name starts with a and it filters out, right? So this is intermediate operation. It is intermediate because there is still something less. You can work with this stream APIs. Is this data source is still processable, right? So now we are applying the terminal operation basically for each loop where we are trying to print the elements. Now you cannot process this stream, so this is why we call it as a terminal operation, right? Lazy evaluation is some of the features of it, where intermediate operations are lazy and executed only when terminal operation is invoked, right? Then fourth part of it is immutable. Streams do not modify original data source. They create a new stream with modified data. So basically I have seen people getting confused with this concept. That's why I have tried to put the very crisp and very important information, right? So this is gist of it actually. Now stream API operations. So there's three part of it as I explained: source, intermediate operation and terminal operation. So source, you can see how you can create the streams, right? So if it is collection, basically list and all, you can apply the stream method like this, or stream dot off like this to get the data source, or you can apply the arrays dot stream method like this. If it is file, then files dot lines method you can implement, right? Now intermediate operations, so operations that transform the stream without consuming it, right? Still you can apply methods on it, so that's why we call it as intermediate operations. And as a developer you must know these are the important intermediate operations. So filter filters the element based on the condition. Map, transform each element. Flat map flattens the nested structure. Sorted sorts the elements. Distinct removes the duplicates, right, and limits the number of elements, that is limit. Then comes the terminal operation, where basically it consumes your stream and produces a result. You cannot apply further operation over it if you are using terminal operation, right? So these are the important methods of the terminal operation, that is collect. So converts the stream into collection. For each iterates through the elements. Reduces the elements into a single value. Count is used to count the elements. Any match, all match, none match. Basically it is used to evaluate some conditions, right? We will see the important examples of this stream APIs, right? So in interviews or any other places you will directly ask, can you do this Java program? It will be very small problem maybe, but they will ask you to utilize Java 8 features or the stream APIs in direct, right? So you must know this in depth. Now some of the examples I've taken here to explain how streams works, right? So one is filtering. You can apply this way. You can filter the filter method. You can remember for an intermediate operation, you have numbers, list of numbers, right? Then you apply stream over it to get the data source. Then again dot operation, filter, basically you are applying the intermediate operation where you are passing a lambda method. That is, if it is um, divisible by 2, then basically you are trying to filter out the even numbers. And then, as I explained above, the terminal operation, that is collect. So this is how you collect the elements, collectors dot to list, right? So you get the list of the filtered elements. Now if you print it, you get 246 as a result. So this is like how you do filtering using the streams APIs. Now another thing is mapping, similar to what we have seen here. uh, we are getting data source, applying map over it, right? Then through which the length of it, right? Then up again applying the method to get the name lengths, right? 5, 3 and 7. So basically here if you see, we are trying to pass the uh, size of it, right? What is the size of the elements? So that's where we have applied this map. Then basically we are trying to collect it. Now comes the flat map. Basically flat map when there is a nested map, right? Like this list of these two lists. So you use the flat map method as I explained in the intermediate operation. Then it basically you collect it as a using a method like collectors dot to list, and you're printing it, right? So this is one of the way. I hope till now it is okay. So this is how you do it with mapping, right? Now comes the sorting. This is where you apply basically a small examples with some methods. I have tried to use the intermediate and terminal operations, right? Not a major thing. The important part of this video that I'll show you is um, the 10 stream APIs coding problems. Very important problems, very important for your interviews. If you're preparing for interviews, absolutely important, right? Find even numbers from a list, then convert list of names to uppercase, find longest string in the list, right? Count the number of elements greater than threshold. So these are really important. You will get a lot of this in this document. Let me show you from where I'm teaching you actually. This is our master's Java document, which lots of students are using for their interviews, especially Java backend interviews, right? So this concept I'm teaching you from that video only. Let me show you what we have here in this video. So see, um, let me go at the top. Yeah, we have opened this streams API section and you are seeing the direct from there. Then we have so many concepts, right? This is one complete document that you must have, you should have actually. This is complete document that helps you crack Java interviews of any kind. It is like experience, unexperienced, fresher, right? This document is something that you should have. And right now before Diwali you can easily get it. um, there is a description in the video. You can get this document. So you will see a lot of concepts, right? A lot of concept we have covered. Core Java to DSC problems, microservices, and then important concept comes with the Spring Boot, right? HLD LLD we have covered. You get the company specific interview for Java, right? For a lot of companies we have covered. So this is complete document. Get this. Even if you're not interested in this document, please share someone who need this, right? You get a lot of additional resources, right? So these are the JavaScript handwritten notes, Java interview questions. These kind of you get the additional, right? So you must get it. I hope it will help you. Otherwise, you can just memorize. You can get the complete information around the streams API. This is really important. All the best.